What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome everyone to Orlando, Florida, the Bounce House, home of the UCF Knights. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll try the run. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got him downfield. At the 40, there he goes. It's a seam wide open. Almost took it off. First and goal.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, UCF!
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying there?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high level, and obviously they've had tons of success now to crack into the top 10. I'll tell you, when you get top 10, David, you get everybody's attention.
Yeah, you get everybody's attention, but I hope this team ain't just searching for a top 10. Like, I hope they're trying to be the best team in the country, and you hope the best is still to come for this squad.
Looking to throw on first down. On the run, still looking. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that.
It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Let's take just a minute here and talk about UCF. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. They'll fit right in.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. Jackson gonna throw it. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Knights will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with a sack.
Fires it. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Got room on the return. At the 30. 10. Touchdown, Aggies. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Trying to get the corner. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. You know he would have loved to have tacked on a big return to that pick, but they've got it in the red zone at the 15. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown. I look for this offense to continue to feed him and maybe get him another one today.
Trying to barrel in. And they will score. Touchdown, Aggies. When you're handed a break, With unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Might be changing the route. Jackson will throw. Gonna take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Offense facing 4th down.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catch in the middle, it's Farmer. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Texas A&M. How about this defense taking one back to the house? Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. UTSA is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Alamo Dome, but they've struggled to really pull away. They're up by 7 over Michigan State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Jackson gonna throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Got it in the middle, it's Fox. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Gotta like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's gonna pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Shoots it to the left. Pulls it in. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. To the air on first down. Unloads to the right. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game. Running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
He's got it. Got a little space. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Knights getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Turning it on. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind. It forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
Touchdown, Knights! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Going right to work up top. Extending the play. Fires on the move. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy.
Catch inside the 30 and still running. Oh, what a caught. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. The Aggies have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Aggies! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it's a really nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator because you just had an explosive run getting you down close to the goal line. I think everybody on defense was expecting them to just turn around and hand it off again. Not the case. Now you go pass. Really nice catching the defense off guard, and they get the touchdown. Bang, bang, 2 plays, 6 points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down because the RPO game's been a problem.
The Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to scramble. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Jackson will throw. Unloads it left. He makes a catch. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He uncorks a bullet to the right, and it's caught inside the 25. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. Trying to punch it in. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Keeping it on the ground, trying to create a little space, and he was stopped in his tracks at the 3. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The toss to the outside. Pick up of 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5. The defense going to stop the clock for the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. From the gun on 3rd down. A strike downfield. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Going for the big play. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Lets it fly. Got his man all by himself. There he goes. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. He'll bring it out. It's Tatum. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Complete to the right. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Trying play action. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bussey. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Plays like that, he's fitting in with the Aggie legends, Christian Kirk and Mike Evans.
And that's when you've seen them just high-flying, fun, tempo, making plays down the field. Having those go-to guys, those A&M offenses were always fun to watch.
Pocket breaking down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. On the move, it's Tatum. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Got his man downfield. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that curl route.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Pulls and fires complete. Touchdown, Aggies. A great catch and run for 6. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Jackson gonna throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Fox. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Now the play fake. Makes a grab in the open. Still running at the 40. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They are really clicking along. First and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. They'll try to get it in with the run. And nowhere to go this time, and he couldn't follow up the big run with another.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
Fired in there, but incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, UCF! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary and make that big play.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Running to Green. Out across the 25 to the 26, but needed a little bit more. It'll be 4th down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes the grab and gets the foot in bounds, and it'll be a 1st down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Look out, he's got room. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
And I really like the belief and the discipline by this QB because he drops back. He wants to throw the football. He sees it's covered, but he says, I can go get it, and takes off and barely gets enough for the 1st down. But way to pull the trigger, run it, and run it with authority.
With the catch, it's Armstrong. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wants to throw on 3rd. Moving away from pressure. Fires left. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Gonna look downfield again. What a job to lay out and make the catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Snagged out of the air. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Quick strike through the air for the score. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Akron is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Charlie Fry, this offense is not capable of scoring points every single time it sees the ball. They're up by 7 over Ball State. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Jackson will throw. Bringing the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Got it in the middle. It's Ashley. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. The offense changing the play. On fourth down, looking to pass. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going.
That is such a big play for the offense. A lot of these fourth down pass plays are just designed to pick up the first. They get even more. They get an explosive play, and that has got to be huge for the offense's confidence.
The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the touchdown. Knights! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Looking for blockers. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They'll start this drive going to the air. Intercepted, number 19. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make them play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay upright.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The offense will use the timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive, going for it all. Makes the catch. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Lining up to add another. Splits the uprights. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. Quarterback may change this route. Jackson going to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll run play action. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
He wants a big play here late. Makes the grab, he's got a first down. And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone, won't win them the game, but at least a score as the clock hits 0.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
Here comes the 2-point try. Trying to barge their way in. He makes his way in for the 2, and now they trail by only 6. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to